My dear student friends, in our previous class, we have completed the first chapter, that is introduction. Hope you have understood the concepts which were kept in that first chapter. If I talk about the weightage of that chapter, the weightage which on that first chapter is quite less, means around 6 marks questions will come from that first chapter. So please be prepared. Let us take up the second chapter, that is theory of consumer behavior. Before going to see the concepts which kept in this second chapter, let me say about the weightage of this second chapter. From this second chapter, you will have around 20 marks questions, means in all the sections questions will come from this second chapter, like 1 marks, 2 marks, 4 marks, 5 and 6 marks. That's why you have to understand the concepts whichever comes in this second chapter very clearly, or you have to understand the concepts very clearly, otherwise you will lose certain marks from this chapter. Okay, let us see what kind of concepts kept in this second chapter, that is theory of consumer behavior. Okay, there are certain concepts like introduction, utility, cardinal utility approach. In that cardinal utility approach, we can see measures of utility like total utility and marginal utility. In the same concept, we see law of diminishing marginal utility. Thereafter, ordinal utility approach, shapes of an indifference curve. In that indifference curve concept, we can see indifference map and features of indifference curve. Thereafter, the consumer's budget, optimal choice of the consumer, demand, derivation a demand curve from indifference curve and budget constraints, types of goods like normal and inferior goods, substitute and complementary goods. Thereafter, shifts in the demand curve, movements along the demand curve and shifts in demand curve, market demand, elasticity of demand, and last, factors determining rise elasticity of demand. So here the second chapter which enable us how to get that kind of combination of goods where we get maximum satisfaction, or which is the good combination. It means that this chapter which helps us to understand, which helps us to decide that kind of combination which gives us maximum satisfaction. So that is what we learn from this second chapter. Okay, so here we can find the consumer's behavior or here we can find the consumer's activity, or here everything related to consumer or an individual consumer. Okay, hope you have seen the image whichever I have posted in that first slide. There are 4 individual consumers. They are doing their own behavior, they are doing their own activity. So that shows consumer is behaving how he or she want, means there they are behaving or they are conducting a business to get maximum satisfaction. So this is what says that image. Yes, here one kind of aspect which determines the demand or the desire of a consumer. Okay, that kind of aspect is nothing but that is utility. Okay, this utility kind of which determines or which fixes or which enable us to that consumer. So among goods there is one entity which generally decides the demand of an individual consumer. Okay, that individual consumer who decides his demand or desire on the basis of utility. Okay, so let us understand what is utility. Utility means it is a subjective concept which we can find in all the goods and services. Yes, this kind of entity or this kind of power which we can see in all the goods and services. A consumer usually decides his demand for a commodity or good on the basis of utility of a commodity. See, that utility kind of which decides of the demand of consumer. That consumer decides to purchase certain commodities on the basis of utility. So let us understand, let us define what is utility. Utility means satisfaction, but we can't say it is perfectly as satisfaction. Later we will see why we should not, how we cannot say this as perfectly satisfaction. Okay, partially we can say that utility is satisfaction. So let us define what is utility. Utility is the wants satisfying capacity of a commodity. I repeat, utility means it is the wants satisfying power of a commodity. Okay, so that's why I have said this kind of we can find in all the goods and services. Okay, whatever the goods we can find in market, no, those goods contains this kind of utility. You would ask me a question, sir, is it tangible or is it seeable? Then I can say that no, we cannot see, because the utility which is introspective, which is not seeable, which is not touchable, which is feelable. That's why it is introspective concept, though we cannot able to see that utility. Yes, I repeat, utility is wants satisfying capacity of a commodity. Okay, so let us see more in that utility concept. If a commodity has more of utility, then consumer wish or desire to have more of that commodity. Means if any commodity has more of utility, then that consumer wish or desire to purchase more of that commodity. Suppose if you like to consume apple, or if you are more if you like more apples, at the time you can purchase more of apple, because you can find you can find more utility in that apple. That's why you purchase, or you wish to purchase more of apple. Like if you wish to purchase some gorgeous dresses, like okay, let me give one example to this. Okay, if you interested to purchase certain branded goods, at the time you purchase, or you wish to purchase more such goods, because you are very much interested to purchase, or very much happy, or very much what we call that, let me give one example to this utility. Yes, if you like more of branded goods like Peter England or some other kinds of branded goods, at the time you purchase more of such kind of branded goods, because you like that brand, no, that's why you purchase more of that good, or you wish or you desire more to purchase that kind of good, because you are getting more satisfaction or more utility from that brand's goods. Okay, this is what utility. That utility which we can find where we can find more, no, at the time we purchase that kind of goods more, like vice versa. It means if you are not getting more of utility from any commodity or certain commodity, at the time you wish or you desire less of that commodity. It means you don't want to purchase that commodity. So that is what the behavior of a consumer. So when we get more utility, at the time we desire or we wish to purchase more of that commodity. When we are getting a less utility from that commodity, at the time that the consumer may wish or desire to purchase less or have less of that commodity. Let us see what are the features of this utility. Okay, the first kind of feature of that utility is a subjective concept. It means it varies from person to person. Means that utility kind of it is introspective, no, that's why which varies from person to person. The same apple may give less utility to one individual. If you take this, if any other consumer consumes that same apple, then he may feel more utility from the same apple. Means a single commodity we can find a different level of satisfaction or utility. That's why this utility which we can say as subjective concept, it varies from person to person. Okay, so let me give one example here. There is one chocolate, that is dairy milk chocolate, which is silk almond flavored. So there are two persons. One person consumes that dairy milk silk almond flavor chocolate. He feels a certain amount of satisfaction or utility after consuming that dairy milk chocolate, and the same dairy milk chocolate consumes by another person, and he feels more satisfaction than that earlier person, means the another person. So it is the subjective concept, means that feel or that satisfaction which may vary from person to person. Okay, there is no any hard and fast rule to be same. It means that utility should not be same. It means there is no any hard and fast rule to be same in all the persons or in all the individuals. That may vary from person to person, or that usually vary from person to person. That's why the feature of that utility is it is a subjective concept. Like next, relative concept. See that utility which is relative concept. Let us see how it is. It may differ from time to time, place to place. See that utility kind of which differs. Okay, it means that utility which whatever the goods we use, no, from that good we can get utility from different utility from different time period. Okay, let me give an example. Mobile phones have utility at homes, means at our home we usually will be free, no, that's why we can use more of that mobile phone, or we can spend more time with that mobile phone. That's why we can get more satisfaction or more utility at our home, but have limited utility inside a classroom. So once we enter in the classroom, at the time we cannot able to use that mobile phones, no, or phone, no. So at that time we may get less utility from the same cell phone or mobile phone. That's why this utility kind of which is the relative concept, means which we cannot find the unified or universal utility. It means the same utility at any time or at any place, which differs from time to time or place to place. Like, let me give one more example. So take a umbrella. When we get more utility from that umbrella, yes, you are absolutely right. So when we are having a rainy season, so in that rainy season we can get more satisfaction or utility from that umbrella. but if we see or if we take that winter season, there we may get less utility from that umbrella, because we are not having rain, no, or we cannot find rain in that winter season, no. That's why we can find less utility from that same umbrella. So this is what relative concept, or that utility which is the relative concept. Like third, it is different from pleasure. See, that utility which should not be a pleasure, it means we should not always pleasure, that utility may sometimes bitter. Okay, it is different from that pleasure, means which there is no any hard and fast rule to be, and that utility should be pleasure, that satisfaction should be pleasure. Okay, sometimes that utility may bitter. Okay, let us see how. Consumption of medicines have utility for the patient, even though he may not enjoy taking the medicine. See, that medicines which are also having a utility, but while consuming the medicines we get bitterness, no, or we get unpleasantness, no. So that's why that utility which is differ from pleasure, okay, which may be bitter also. Okay, so if I say in one sentence, that utility which is, or which we can find bitter also. Like fourth, it is different from usefulness. See, that there is no any hard and fast rule to be that utility as always useful. Okay, sometimes that utility may useless also. Okay, let me give one example how that utility is useful. It means it is unuseful or useless kind of. Okay, while smoking the cigarettes give utility to a smoker, but are harmful to his health. See, the smoking of cigarettes, there also we can find utility, but it is harmful to his health or harmful to human being. That's why sometimes that utility we can find, but that utility which is useless, it means which is harmful. That's why they have said it is different from usefulness. It means we cannot find this utility always as usefulness. Okay, sometimes we can find that utility which is harmful. Like fifth, it is different from satisfaction. See, that utility I earlier said, no, it is partially satisfaction. It means it is not perfectly satisfaction, means utility is not perfectly satisfaction. It means that utility which is differ from that satisfaction. Let us see how. Yes, that I already said you, all goods and services has utility, no. Like food has utility before it is consumed, while it gives satisfaction after consumption. See here, food has utility before it is consumed, while it gives satisfaction after consumption. See here, that utility kind of which we can find before the consumption, but satisfaction kind of which we can find where after the consumption. Means after eating that food we can find or we can feel that satisfaction, but utility kind of which we can feel before the consumption. It means yes, by seeing that we can say yes, this much of utility, it means this much of satisfaction, this much of happiness I can get from this good or that food. Okay, so that that is the difference between satisfaction and utility. Yes, the next concept, that is cardinal utility approach. Okay, in beginning only I have said these are the two different approaches that explains consumer behavior. So these are the two kinds of approaches which helps us to find or calculate the utility or the consumer's behavior. Okay, means how he can make his decisions. Okay, how he can make his preferences to purchase different goods. Okay, so in this said like it is the tool where we can calculate the utility through it is though it is introspective concept or subjective concept. See here that cardinal utility analysis or approach kind of which helps us to calculate the utility though it is introspective or subjective concept. This kind of approach has given or developed by Alfred Marshall. Okay, he is an eminent economist in our economic subject. Okay, he has framed or he has developed the theory that is cardinal utility approach. Let us understand more about that cardinal utility approach. In this cardinal utility analysis, it is assumes that level of utility can be expressed in numbers. That's why I have put their image as cardinal numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 9, 10. Okay, that image says that this in this cardinal utility approach we can measure or we can calculate or we can express that utility in cardinal numbers. For example, we can measure the utility derived from a for example, we can measure the utility derived from a shirt and say this shirt gives me 50 units of utility. So in this example they have clarified or they wanted to clarify here that so from that shirt we can derive or we can have utility of 50 units. It means that consumer can give cardinal number as 50. It means his that is his preference that much of utility that that consumer is getting from that shirt. So like by issuing or by giving cardinal numbers we can find or we can calculate the utility in this cardinal utility approach. In other words, the utility is a measurable and quantifiable entity. According to Marshall, a person can express utility or satisfaction which he derives from the goods in the quantitative cardinal terms or numbers. That is what I said, no? So in this cardinal utility approach that Marshall has said, a person can express utility or that satisfaction by issuing cardinal numbers or cardinal terms. Thus a person can say that he derives utility equal to 10 units from the consumption of a unit of good A and 20 units from the consumption of a unit of good B. So here in this example there is one consumer who consumes two goods. From those goods, after consuming those goods, he has derived a certain unit of utility, say 10 and 20. From the consumption of good A, he derived 10 units of utility, and the consumption of B good, he has derived 20 units of utility. So like we can measure the utility though it is introspective, though it is subjective concept. So we have understood that utility which we can calculate. Okay, so that utility to calculate that utility, first we have to understand measures of utility. Okay, in economics we have two kinds of measures of utility, such are total utility and marginal utility. Let's understand what is total utility. Total utility means it is the total satisfaction derived from the consumption of or consuming the given amount of some commodity. I repeat, total utility means it is the total satisfaction derived from the consuming the given amount of some commodity. So that is a total utility, or we can define this total utility as the utility which a consumer derives from the consumption of all the units of a commodity. This is called total utility. So in that image I have put two apples So after consuming both apples, whatever the utility I have I will derive, no. So that utility is nothing but total utility. I can give cardinal number to those apples like 10 plus 10. So means here my total utility is 20, because I have given two kinds of numbers. No, it means I have issued the I have said that utility in cardinal numbers, no, like 10 units which I derived from the consumption of or consuming that first apple, and thereafter I derived another 10 units from consuming second apple. So if I club the units which I derived from that consumption of or consuming both apples, then the utility which I derived from that both apples, that is 20. So that is a total utility. That's why we have defined that total utility as the total utility which is a consumer derives from the consumption of all the units of a commodity. Means in our example from the both it means from the two apple. So this is called total utility. For example, if a consumer consumes 2 apples and whatever the satisfaction derives from the consumption of all means 2 apples, that utility will be called as total utility. Yes, after consuming both apples, whatever the or how much the satisfaction we derive from that both apples, no, that utility is nothing but total utility. We can calculate this total utility by using the formula. The formula is total utility n is equal to marginal utility 1 plus marginal utility 2 plus marginal utility n. So this is the common formula of calculating the total utility. Total utility n means the number of units, the number of the apples. Here totally we have 2 apples in that first image. So total utility is equal to 2. Total utility 2 is equal to marginal utility of first apple plus marginal utility of second apple. So since we are having only 2 apples, no, that's why we have to use the formula till mu2. Okay. So that is common now. That's why I have used mu n, means n number of apples. So in our example we have only 2 apples now. That's why tu n means tu2 is equal to marginal utility of first apple first plus marginal utility of second apple. So if we add the marginal utility of first and second apple, so we can get the total utility from 2 apples or from the both apples. This is what total utility. Like second kind of measures of utility, that is marginal utility. So here marginal utility means it is the utility which we derive from the consumption of an extra unit of a commodity or an extra commodity. So that utility is called marginal utility. Let us see what else I have said here. Means it is the change in total utility due to consumption of an additional unit of a commodity. See that utility which is the addition to that total utility. Okay, whatever the units additions to that total utility, no, so that utility is nothing but marginal utility. Let us define what is marginal utility. The utility which a consumer derives from the consumption of an extra or an additional unit of a commodity. So this is called marginal utility. So in that second image I have added one more apple. Means earlier we had only 2 apples, but in this second image I have added one more apple. It means there are totally 3 apples. No? Yes, it means here we have added one more apple. It means that consumer consumes one more apple here. So how much utility that consumer derives from that third apple, no, that utility is nothing but marginal utility. That is what I have said in that example. If a consumer consumes one more apple after a second apple, and whatever the satisfaction derives from the consumption an extra consumption of an extra or third apple, that utility will be called marginal utility. So means after consumption of that successive or an additional or an extra unit of that commodity or an extra that apple, no. So whatever the utility derives from that consumer, no, from the consumption of that third apple, no. So that utility is nothing but marginal utility. So this marginal utility we can calculate through the formula. That formula is marginal utility n is equal to total utility n plus n minus, that is minus total utility n minus total utility n minus 1, means marginal utility n means the number of apples is equal to total utility n means the present total utility, means where we are calculating that marginal utility, no, at that time at that times total utility minus total utility n minus 1 means the previous or the what we call that, the earlier means the exact earlier or last total utility which we have to minus in that total utility of present. So if we deduct that earlier utility or earlier total utility in that present total utility, so we can get that marginal utility. So this is what marginal utility. So these are the two measures which helps us to find how much total utility, how much total utility we derived from the consumption of all the units of the commodity, like how much the utility which we derived from the consumption of an additional or an extra or an successive units of a commodity. Yes, the rest of the concepts we will learn in our next class. Till that, just see or you just understand what I have said in our today's class. So in my next slide, I will put certain questions. You just answer to those questions in that comment section. I repeat. So in my next slide, I will put certain questions. You just answer to those questions in that comment section, so that you can so that I understand you have seen the class or the video. Thank you. Have a good day.